right, good morning, afternoon, whatever. We're starting out this video a little bit differently. I am driving right now to my truck because usually I have people calling me all the time too because they have other jobs as well. So we're starting the video out right here in my hometown, driving to my truck. We got a load going to, it's this very first load that I did on the channel. I'm going from Salt Lake to Maryville, Indiana, so it's going to be very much like my first week. But we're going to do another week and a half out again. It's going to be like a 2-week marathon again, because by the time this video ends, because right now it's Monday, November 4th, in 10 days is my birthday, and I want to be in town for my birthday, and then I'm going to take that weekend off because my birthday lands on a Friday, which is really nice. It makes it a lot easier for everyone to do something at night, but whatever. So we got a load going from Maryville, or from Utah to Maryville, Indiana. We don't have a second one set up or a third one set up, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I did a couple other things that I'll explain later while I was off, but yeah. But no, should be a good week. I'm hoping to make about seven grand this week. Hopefully 8, that would be ideal, but 7 grand this week. But other than that, we're gonna get into it. Okay, we are just getting to the truck. I'm pretty early for getting to my truck, but I need to do some stuff. Like I need to fill up my tires. I still haven't got my leaky tires fixed and whatnot, but one of the things that I did do, I'll show you in a second, but I did something over the weekend, like I said, but I'll show you what I did over the weekend here in a second. What I did over the weekend is I got my truck cleaned. Like, you know, it's actually super shiny on there, and I got it cleaned and made it all look really pretty and whatnot, and my windshield's now clear and all this other stuff. And the other thing that I did was, just because I didn't want to get any issues anymore, is I also got my trailer cleaned. I'm walking by my trailer right now and making sure everything is good. We gotta still do a pre-trip. I don't have to be at my place until like 2, and it's like 12:30, so I'm a little early, but I'm gonna top off all my air and whatnot and make sure everything's good, make sure my truck's running right, and then we are gonna get on the road and get loaded up with our stuff from Premium or whatever it's called. But yeah, I need to get my truck situated and whatnot, and yeah, so I will see you when we are pulling into the place that we're picking up from. We got loaded up already. My appointment time was originally at 3 o'clock. I got here at 2, and now it's 3 o'clock right now, basically. And we're getting on the road. Where I would like to get today is I would like to get to Sidney, Nebraska. And I'm going to do something a little bit different because I'm going out for basically another week or so. So instead of driving 10 hours or whatever, I am going to drive only 8 hours. And that way that when Tuesday next week comes, I can get recap hours by Wednesday so I don't have to worry about it, right? And my hours will just keep going. So I'm only going to drive 8 hours today. So I'm hoping to get to Sidney, Nebraska, which should be perfectly easily and fine. Stop there, pick it up the next day, and then go wherever we go. And then we'll be there by Thursday night, drop off Friday morning, get another load, so on. But yeah, I did actually make it to Sidney, Nebraska. Bit of a slog to get here, honestly. Actually, yeah, it was a bit of a slog towards the tail end, and I want to go to bed, but there's some crazy stuff that I saw today so far, or whatever. But as you saw as I pulled in, not a whole lot of spots, and I'm actually not technically parked in the truck stop right now. I'm parked outside of it in a dirt lot that's right next to it. But be that as it may, there was a spot that I could have taken, but I didn't do it because I'm not good enough at backing, and there's a bunch of people parked around, and that is one of the shittier parts about coming to a truck stop in the middle of the night, is that all the spots basically are taken, and you might get lucky and get one in the actual truck stop. Otherwise, you probably won't. But while I was in Green River, just before or after Green River, I saw a truck that flipped over, which was really crazy to watch, because I was looking up at the road and all of a sudden I see a dust cloud, and then I'm like, what's that dust cloud? Then I see some headlights coming through the dust cloud, and then a truck going like 40-50 miles an hour on the side of the highway, the bank where it like slopes down, and then he just came to the rest and tipped over right then and there. So that was pretty crazy to watch and to see today, but I hope that guy's all right. Honestly, I don't know what exactly happened, but I'm glad that it didn't happen to me. I'm really happy for that, but it's been a bit of a slog today, but I am just about to eat dinner. It's about 11:30, so we'll see. I don't know where I'm going to get to tomorrow. Somewhere probably in Iowa if I had to take a guess, but we'll see. But other than that, yeah, tomorrow. Okay, guys, good morning. Like we were last night, we're in Sydney, Nebraska. I plan on getting to Newton, Iowa today. That's where we're planning on getting. I have an hour before I'm supposed to even start driving, but I figured I'd do it now before I forgot. But I had a decent night's sleep, sort of. Yesterday, like, my truck was yelling at me for coolant, so I had to buy some coolant last night. And then while I was sleeping, like in the middle of the night, like some dude was just barfing his brains out. I don't know where he was, but he must have been somewhere close, because I just kept hearing him retch. And I was just like, that's cool. That's good to go to sleep to, but whatever. I just turned over and fell asleep anyway. But we should be getting started here in about an hour. Should be a nice, easy day. We're going to go through Nebraska, and then we're going to get into Iowa, and then tomorrow we should be down the street from Indiana, which is good, which is how I usually like to do it, but my time is going to be shifting like crazy this week with this load, because I'm only going 8 hours and whatnot. So today, we got done at 11, so today we're starting at 9, and today we're going to get done by 5 p.m. So I'm going to literally be Dolly Parton, working 9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
So, should be a nice, easy day though. Nebraska's super flat, so I should be able to turbo through it pretty quickly, honestly. But yeah, other than that, we'll just get to road stuff and whatever. Alrighty, guys, as you just saw, I made it to where I wanted to, which is Newton, Ohio. And there is basically no parking here, it blew my mind, because I literally passed 3 or 4 different truck stops and different parking spots for trucks, and there was like 15 plus spots at each spot. But this one, there is nothing. I just barely found something, and I'm technically not even in a spot. So hopefully tomorrow goes better with parking in regards, because it's a short leg tomorrow. We're gonna go into Indiana, park at a truck stop, and then we're gonna get super close to our stop and then just drive down the road on Friday. But other than that, I need to pee. I literally just parked my truck, so I'm gonna go pee, and then I'm gonna get some stuff from inside. But other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, good morning. Sorry for the loud noise, but my truck is just barely warming up. So today we're gonna get to the truck stop, we're gonna be down the road from our stop. It's about 5 hours away, so it's a fairly short leg. I mean, it's not short, but it's short-ish. But that's what we're gonna be doing today. Is we're gonna be going basically straight to where we need to get to. I have not found a load yet, but I got a sniff on another one. So I'll let you know when we stop, most likely, or tomorrow we're going to pick up, but we'll see because, but we haven't gotten another load yet, but I'm hoping to get this next load that I'm thinking about because it's actually pretty decent money, but we'll see. But other than that, we're going to get on the road here in a little while, and then we're going to get to Indiana. Alrighty, guys. Well, we made it to where exactly we wanted to be in Gary, Indiana. I'm actually parked right now, as you can see. And right now we're waiting for our shower. And there's this busy truck stop, so everybody and their mother's coming in and out, whatever, almost hitting my truck. But yeah, so we're gonna go drop off tomorrow, and then after we drop off tomorrow, then I need to find another one today so I can pick up one tomorrow, and then yeah, but other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, guys, just woke up and it's about 4 a.m. my time right now. We're gonna go ahead and go to our drop. I'm gonna start the truck up, get it all warmed up and whatnot because it's actually raining outside. So, but we're gonna get the truck started up, get it all warmed up and whatnot, and then we're gonna go to our drop. I did find another load. We are going from Bensonville, Illinois to Clifton, Tennessee. And then I got a sniff on a third one, but we'll see how that goes. But other than that, I'm gonna get this truck warmed up and we'll get our day going. Right. So we just dropped off our load. I'm still at the spot, but wanted to say I got here about 5:05 and it's now 6:23. So I've been here for an hour, 6:30, but that was the fastest that I've ever actually got unloaded. They started unloading me at 6:03 and it took them 15 minutes to unload. So I'm super happy about that. But we're about ready to go up to Bensonville, and I'm going to get there exactly when I wanted to, about 8:15, because I like to be early so that I can leave early, blah, 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 whatever. But we are headed to that drop. Alrighty, guys, as you just saw, I just backed into the dock to pick up our wheelchairs, because that's what we're delivering is wheelchairs. I don't have a whole lot of time left on my clock, unfortunately. It's kind of a shitty deal, but it is what it is. But we're gonna get loaded up with these wheelchairs, and then we'll get back on the road, get as far as we can. We have until Monday to deliver this, and it's only like 500-600 miles, so I can get where I want today, like wherever it happens to be, and then I can get the rest of the way tomorrow, have all of Sunday off, deliver Monday, find another load. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna get loaded, and then you'll see me pulling out and going to Clifton, Tennessee. Alright, guys, I completely forgot to shut today down.
Very nice.
But we picked up that load, we drove it out. Yeah, we're all done for the day. I've been done for about 4 or 5 hours. We got to where I wanted to, and that's all good. So tomorrow we're basically going to get to the Love's truck stop that we want to get to tomorrow. So we'll be down the road from our drop in Tennessee. I'm still looking for a third load. I'm not going to find anything today or tomorrow because all the big carriers don't do anything over the weekend, and they don't update their load boards over the weekend. Yeah, other than that, we're going to get to, I can't remember, we're going to get inside of Tennessee tomorrow, but that's about it. And then I'm not going to post, or I'm not going to put anything on Sunday because I'm not doing anything other than just sitting in the truck stop, so, but yeah. So that's the end of today, though. It was easy. Oh, I forgot. This is going to be a bit of a longer clip, sorry. But I forgot that getting loaded up with this load, I forgot to talk about it. So there is about just behind this wall and in the wall of the trailer, there's about like 1,000 or so just loose folded wheelchairs and 2 motorized wheelchairs in the back of that trailer right now. So it took them almost 3.5 hours to load that, and I understand why it did now, because I thought it was just going to be motorized wheelchairs or something where they're just driving it on my trailer or whatever, but no. It's literally just loose wheelchairs back there with a couple of motorized ones on pallets to keep all the loose ones there. Yeah, very interesting, but other than that, we got about a 300-400 mile jaunt tomorrow. Should be super easy, about 6 hours, and then we're done for the next couple of days. And then, yeah, but other than that, I'll catch you tomorrow. Alrighty, guys, just woke up. It's about 3:45 in the morning here, almost 4. Gonna get my truck started up, and then we're gonna get on the road. Like I said before, we are going to make it to our drop-off destination today, or close to it. And then, you know, we're going to sit at the truck stop for a couple of days, and then we're going to hopefully find another load on Monday to get us back to Utah. But we'll see. Should be a nice, easy jaunt today. Like I said, it's about 6 hours, so we're going to have like 2 hours left on our clock technically, so I start at like 4:30. That should get us there by about 10:30 in the morning, maybe 11. So should be nice and easy. Then I'll have a bunch of time to relax, almost like a day and a half. My clock actually might reset, but we'll see. But other than that, let's get this day started. Alrighty, guys. So I made it to the closest truck stop that I can to my stop. Pretty simple drive, about 6 hours or so, but like I said, this morning I'm gonna be here for basically 2 days, essentially, but it'll be alright. I'm getting paid for this load, so that's alright. But, oh, I forgot to say about yesterday is that I heavily dislike going into Chicago in a semi-truck. It was one of the worst experiences that I've ever had truck driving. I almost got hit 16 different times by cars because they just did not want to, they just weren't being, you know, responsible drivers, and it was terrible. Very terrible. But I'm in Tennessee now, and so far everyone's been super nice. I haven't gone into any place like Nashville or what's the other one? Memphis. I haven't gone into any of those places yet, so, and I'm probably not going to. Maybe, well, it depends on what my next job is, because I am stationed really close to I-40, and if I get, say, like an Arizona load or something, or a New Mexico load, I could just as easily get to New Mexico from I-40. Like, I can get to Albuquerque from I-40, but whatever. But that is it for today, and I'll catch up with you guys on Monday, so I'll see you on Monday. Good morning. It is Monday now. We've been sitting here obviously for a couple of days. We are dropping off that load today. I still have not found another one. Hopefully we'll find one today, but other than that, my truck is already on because it is cold here in Tennessee. It is very cold here in Tennessee. The whole night it's been like below 30 degrees, so I actually had to keep my truck on for the whole time, that way that I didn't freeze. So, but yeah, other than that, like, yeah, the truck's already warmed up, so we're gonna go get some food, or we're not even gonna go get some food. We're gonna go get some water and whatnot, and then we're gonna be finding another load today. Hopefully by the time that we get done unloading this load, we'll have another one. So we'll see how it goes, but I will see you when we're dropping off. So it's quite late in the day now. We did get that trailer dropped off, and we got it unloaded. They actually took a little bit less time than the people loading it up, so that was good. Okay, so I just wanted to come in the edit here. and talk about that drop off really quickly. I had a really good long conversation with the person that I was dropping off to. It turns out that all those loose wheelchairs were actually going to a correctional facility, a prison in Tennessee, in which they take wheelchairs and they refurbish them and tear them apart and make new ones so that people can get wheelchairs around the world, such as third-party places and whatnot. So it was a non-profit organization that I figured out that I was delivering to, which I thought was pretty cool, and it made me feel good that I delivered the load itself, but figured that I would just give a little bit more context to that because it didn't really give any. Now I've been sitting here at my next pickup, which we're taking chips or something from something with a P, Tennessee to Denver, Colorado, which is Aurora, which is basically the same rough area that we were going before. I've been sitting here for 3 hours waiting to get loaded because how this works in this particular facility is that I have to drive into this facility that I'm in now, which is this one, and if you'll notice behind me, I don't have a trailer. So I don't have my trailer. So in this particular facility, how it works is that you come in, you drop your trailer off, and there's a guy that's doing it right now. You drop your trailer off, a yard dog comes by and picks it up, and you park where I'm parked in the bobtail spot, and then they will go and grab they'll go and put your trailer into a dock, and then they'll get it loaded up, and then they'll bring it back to you where you are here. You pick it up, they throw on the seal, then you're out of the way. So fun thing is that this load that I'm picking up, actually there was some things that needed to be shifted, because originally I got this load and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do it, pick up before 5 and then drop off at midnight on Wednesday, and it's Monday now. And then I realized that I can't do that with the amount of hours I have, because everybody's taking so long to unload these trailers, because it took almost 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours to unload the trailer of wheelchairs at the place that I dropped off, which was in fact a prison, and prison inmates who were the ones that wanted to work and are in good behavior and all that. They unloaded my trailer, which was cool. It was a good group of guys. So they unloaded the trailer, but it took them about 3 hours to do that. I have to drive an hour to get to the place that I'm at now, and now I've been sitting for almost 3 hours trying to wait for this big facility to load up my trailer. All the while, my clock is just ticking down and ticking down and ticking down. So my pickup time said before 5. I got here at 12, and now it's 3. And my drop off time is at now 12 o'clock the next day. But hold on, you called me, so I had to answer it. But I can't even remember what I was saying. It's just they're taking a very long time to load this trailer, and my clock is ticking down this entire time. So right now as we speak, I have 4 hours and 30 minutes left on my clock to get as far as I can. So basically, as soon as I get my trailer back, get my BOL, get it sealed and all this other stuff, as soon as I get that back, which hopefully is within the next 15 to 20 minutes, that's what I'm hoping for, I will have approximately 4 hours to get as far as I possibly can, park up for the night, and then I have to use all 11 tomorrow. Like, I have to. There's no choice. I have to use every bit of my hours that I can tomorrow. So, but yeah, I'll give you more updates, or hopefully next time I see you, it will be in a better situation where I'm parked for the night or something, but I'll come back when I can. I got a fun update. Again, some of the fun of trucking. So, where I'm currently sitting is where I'm going to be staying for the night, because I'm running out of hours. The facility that I'm picking up from didn't make enough of one quantity, because I'm at a production facility. I'm not at a distribution facility. So I'm at a production facility, and they ran out of one product, which is basically half of the load that I need to take. So I'm going to be spending the night here. So I just shut down my clock. I'm not even going to worry about it until 2 a.m. And as soon as I'm ready, I'll be back with you guys. So not at a truck stop, not at nothing. Luckily, I have a little bit of food in here, but if I don't have enough, I can just DoorDash some stuff or whatever. But other than that, that's what the situation is. It sucks, but this is trucking. It is what it is. But I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. So we ended up staying in a pilot like a couple miles down the road from where we picked up our load, but we do in fact have our load now, and I'm on the road and I forgot to record this morning, so, but hopefully today we're gonna make it 600-700 miles and then we'll stop. And this load has been a little bit, but I'll talk about it here in a little while when I stop or do a break or something. So, alrighty guys, so we made it exactly where we wanted to, which is in Topeka, Kansas. I drove a fair amount of mileage today. I want to say I drove like 700 miles or something like that today. So tomorrow we'll only have to do like a 500-mile jaunt to where we need to be, and then we'll be exactly where we need to be and drop off this load. And I'm still looking for one for Thursday into Friday or Thursday to go back to Salt Lake, but we'll see on that one. But this load, I can't remember if I explained it that well or not, but I'll explain it now. So I got to the point in which I picked up this load, and I sat at the place to where I was getting loaded for 6+ hours, right? And so I was waiting there and waiting there and waiting there. I called the carrier, or I called the place that I got the load from in the first place. And then I told them, hey, I've been waiting for a long ass time. I'm just letting you know that I'm going to be late. And they're like, how late? I'm like, well, I've been sitting here for 6 hours. My DOT clock is almost done, so we'll see. They're like, well, we'll move it back to, instead of being there at midnight on Wednesday, we'll move it back to noon on Wednesday. I'm like, okay, that might work. And then I got loaded up and I only had an hour left after that, and I drove to the closest truck stop and parked there, which was at a Pilot. And then they called me early this morning, or they called me late last night saying, hey, did you get loaded up? I'm like, yeah, I did get loaded up, but I am not going anywhere tonight because I'm out of hours. And they're like, okay, well, we'll reschedule it. When do you think you're going to be there? I'm like, well, I'm going to be there probably Thursday morning. They're like, okay, do you want it at midnight or do you want it at 7 a.m.? And I'm like, I want it at 7 a.m. That way I can get plenty of time to get there. So this load is just crazy. It's just been a crazy, crazy load. But like I said, we're in Topeka, so I will see you guys in the morning. I need some rest. I've been driving for 11 hours today, so I need a rest. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is 2 a.m. in Kansas. Just barely waking up. It's pretty cold outside. I didn't have my truck on all night. I'm probably in Colorado going to have it on all night, which is not really the best for my DEF system because then I have to do a regen and whatnot, but yeah. But we got a kind of a short leg today, not super long. So we're going to Bennett, Colorado, which a week or two ago, that's where we ended our trip last time, essentially right before we delivered everything, or delivered the load that we were supposed to. But this time I'm going to stick around in Colorado till the end of Thursday, and then if I don't get anything the end of Thursday, then I don't get anything, and I'm gonna deadhead back to Utah on Friday. But that's the plan so far. So we will see what happens, because I would like to not deadhead back to Utah, because so far in the month and a half basically since I've been running my business, I have not brought a load back into Utah. And I want to, but it just has to be the right price. because if it isn't the right price, then there's no point of taking it. Then I'm not making any money on it. So, but we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna get on the road here in about like 15-20 minutes, and then get cracking. But yeah, I'll see you guys when we get to Bennett. It's about 7 hours away, 500 miles. So. Okay guys, we made it to Bennett, Colorado, which is about 30 or so minutes from our drop-off point, just like we were 2 weeks ago. Same deal. 2 weeks ago, we did the same thing, and we were 30 minutes from our drop-off spot. This time, we're not going to have to wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. We can actually wake up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning so that we can be there by 6, so we can be at our drop-off point by 7. But yeah, I'm just waiting for another shower here again. It's going to take like an hour to wait, but yeah, we made it to Bennett, Colorado, but that's about it. So I'm going to be sitting here the rest of the day, and then we're going to hope to find another one tomorrow, but it's not looking so good right now. But I'll let you guys know when I know. But other than that, I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. Alright, good morning. So, we're going to drop off our stuff. I still haven't found another load for tomorrow, but we're just warming up our truck, or my truck right now, and we're doing the pre-trip, getting all good to go. But other than that, yeah, we're gonna, it's not super far away. Hopefully it doesn't happen, the same thing that doesn't happen in Tennessee doesn't happen to us today. Because I don't want to sit there for 6+ hours, especially if I might have a potential to get another load, but we'll see on that one. But other than that, yeah, let's get this day started, and then I'll probably catch back up with you when we get offloaded, or if something stupid happens. So, we have dropped off our trailer. I did like a 79-point turn to get it into where it's at, but when I dropped off my trailer, I was told, just like in Tennessee, or I wasn't told in Tennessee, but just like in Tennessee, it's going to be 4 to 6 hours until my trailer's unloaded. So it is 6:30 now. I clocked in at 6, or I got here at like 6 o'clock, and I backed my trailer in about 6:20 or so. So I've been sitting here for 10 minutes. So timer's starting now, and I'll let you know when they call me and I'm finally done. But yeah, 4 to 6 hours. Alrighty guys, it is now 11 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been looking on the load board, seeing if there's anything for me, and there is one thing, but I'm not going to take it because it's not even going to make me that much money anyway. It's going to pay for maybe the fuel and whatever. It's going to pay for the fuel and maybe my taxes, and that's it. And it will put me in Utah today, but it will drop off tomorrow morning on my birthday, and I really don't want to do it. So, and there's no wiggle room with that money either. They just want it for $700, and that's it. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna deadhead the 9 hours or so back to Salt Lake, and then I'll end this week out and whatever. But yep, that's what we're up to, is we're gonna be deadheading back to Salt Lake. So I predict that I will be there, like I said, in about 9 hours, so that will be about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, so we'll see, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Guys, so it's about almost 8:30, actually it's almost 9 o'clock, so it's almost 9 o'clock at night. I'm still in the truck, I'm packing stuff up. As you can see, I don't have anything on my bed anymore because I'm taking my bedding home to get it washed. But we did make it to our yard, and we still got some time before we go home. But the reason why I'm here later than I was, if I just went straight to my yard, I would have been here about 7 o'clock. But the reason why we're right here at 9 is because I stopped off for a friend because I got a couple of things for him on the road. And yeah, so we're a little later than I thought I would be, but it's okay. But other than that, next time I'll see you probably will be in my driveway, so. Alrighty guys, so I have made it home It's about 9:30, so it took me about an hour to get back out to my house. I had to stop at the store, get some food and whatnot, because I don't have any food in there. But it was a decent week. It was okay. I also did the math on that Frito-Lay load that I did, the last one that I did. And the math was that I literally sat for 12 hours between pickup and drop off, waiting for my trailer to get loaded and then unloaded. So that's great. I don't know if I'm ever going to do one of those loads again, but we'll see. But otherwise, it's been a pretty decent week, or a couple of weeks anyway. But I'm just happy to be home for my birthday. So, you know, I'm just happy about that, because I don't like working on my birthday, and I have a feeling that other people don't either. But I do appreciate everyone sticking to the end of the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any tips, tricks, or whatever you want to, you know, say in the comments, put them down below. But other than that, I hope everyone is having a good day, and I'll see y'all next week.